So, a lot happened while I was away at KerenskyCon and Adepticon, and one part of that was something I actually got to see happen live, in fact. A lot of other channels have already reported on this, and there has been general community news that most people follow, but there is a ton of new unit box sets coming. Years worth of them are coming, in fact, as a part of normal retail chain releases. That's right, most of these won't be attached to Kickstarters. These are normal, regular products coming into the chain over the next 3 years. So, I wanted to talk a bit about these. Not just in terms of what's coming, but in terms of what I'm most excited for. At least in regards to what has been shown so far. As mentioned in the intro to all of this, these are supposed to mostly be coming through just retail. No Kickstarter required, and to be honest, these are in much greater volumes than I had anticipated. What is even better yet, is that these packs aren't even padded by the 40th anniversary Star League packs. These are just straight up new releases. It's still kind of shocking that I saw these revealed live at KerenskyCon, if I'm honest. So without further delay, let's quickly, or as quickly as I can, go over the mechs and units we'll be seeing. As a quick aside, some of these packs may get pushed back, and other packs may get slotted in that haven't been revealed yet, so this list is far from definitive. House Davion Heavy Battle Lance, which has the Templar, Falconer, Thanatos, and Thunderbolt. House Davion Cavalry Lance, possessing the Hellspawn, Gunslinger, Legionary, and Enforcer. House Kurita Ranger Lance, which has the Venom, Avatar, Chimera, and Panther. House Kurita Command Lance, possessing the Akuma, Shiro, Roku, because I can't pronounce that full name, and Grand Dragon. Battlefield Support Grenadier and Kanazuchi Battle Armor. This is a battle armor pack similar to what we've already seen, just with different types in it. Wars of Reaving themed pack, which has the Cephalus, the Septimicea, Osteon, the Satyr Protomech, the Basilisk Quad Protomech, the Rock Protomech, the Bogatart Protomech, the Sprite Protomech, and the Hobgoblin. Then there will be the Clan Wolf Force pack, and that has an Orion 2C, Glass Spider, Phantom, Lobo, and Ice Ferret. After this we get a late rendition of the Wolves, which is called the Ilclan Force pack, which has a Wolfen, Amarok, Dominator, Nightwolf, and Nova. After that we of course may see a Celestial Force pack, including the Malak, Freta, Grigori, Diva, Seraph, and Archangel. Battlefield Support Black Wolf and Raiden Battle Armor, it's pretty self-explanatory. Then we've got the Clan Jade Falcon Force pack, which has the Gyre Falcon, Eerie, Jupiter, Shrike, and Cougar. Heading back over to the Inner Sphere, there's the 21st Centaurian Lancers, and that has a Shadowcat, Shockwave, Stalker, and Jade Hawk. House Steiner gets moved into the mix with one of their force packs, which will have the legendary Berserker, Hollander, Uziel, and Axeman. Another Steiner force pack is coming too, and that has the Fafnir, Thunderfox, Rawhide, Zeus X, and weirdly mentioned a Premium Blitzkrieg in the same slot, but I don't think that's actually accurate. The Ares Super Heavy pack is coming, which will be a salvage box, of sorts I suppose, considering how huge this mini will be, and it is of a super heavy tripod battle mech. That's definitely a thing. Then there's the Clan Hell's Horses pack, which has an Adder, Doomcaseer, Cygnus, Hellstar, oh no, the Hellbringer, and Epona. Battlefield support clan vehicles. Guess what? That's what it's going to be, and that's the Donar, Joust, Athena, and Mars assault vehicle. The Elysian Lancers force pack has a Skedobus, Ostrock, Ostal, and Ostwar. Yes, the entire family of Ost will finally exist in plastic. Then we get a Wolf Empire pack. And by the way, did you think that the wolf-themed packs would end just at 2? Well, you were wrong. The Warwolf, Alpha Wolf, Blood Reaper, Firestorm, and Stormwolf can be found within. The Alina Mercantile League pack. The Alina Mercantile League Force pack has the Butcherbird, Jade Phoenix, Hero Falcon, Hellcat, and Summoner. Battlefield support Fafnir and Gnome Battle Armor is also coming, which means more battle armor. After this, we move on to the only Sea Fox Force pack I think on the list, but it has a Tiburon, Solitaire, Mad Cat 2, Regent A, and Hammerhead 2. The Ghost Bears, of course, are going to get represented by a Force Pack 2, which has the Thresher, Ursus, Arcus, Guillotine 2C, and a Kodiak variant. The Rasalhague Dominion, the successor to the Ghost Bears, then comes through with the Karhu, Mastadon, Kontio, Bear Cub, and Mongoose. Battlefield support, Rogue Bear, and Golem Battle Armor then comes up afterwards. There's also a Fortifications pack that is coming out too, and there are 2 Force packs that they might release, one of which will be the Bug Box, which has 4 wasps, stingers, and locusts, because everyone needs a plethora of bugs, and the Fox Patrol Force pack, and if that one goes through, it will have a Kit Fox, Locust, Griffin, Marauder, and Quick Draw, based on Brian Young's popular work, The Fox Patrol. So what do I think of this giant list of Force packs? Well, it is impressive, to say the least. There's something like 29 or 30 planned out there, for release, for the most part, through retail. This will mean more mechs getting into the hands of the consumer, and being done in good order. Just to be clear, this is exactly what I wanted to see, regarding releases from CGL. It means there is going to be a cycle of exciting deployments coming, that people can get into, and will be able to add to their forces or build whole new ones. Yes, Kickstarters are incredible, and electrifying at times even. But this is a healthy way for CGL to expand the game in the market. I'm very much overjoyed by this, and the intended release cycle of it. It's something I've said on stream before, but routine releases are the life's blood for tabletop games. The idea of something cool coming out, even if it's not for a force you may play, adds to the general atmosphere around the hobby and energizes people. What makes it even better is how these new mechs will change what eras people play, or what forces they're going to bring to the table. You're going to see this definitely with the Mercenaries Kickstarter in a big way, but more importantly, these new releases will only add to that. Remember, these launches are happening over the course of months and years, not days, so please take that into account too when looking at all these new packs that are supposed to be coming. Regardless, it's a great time to be a Battletech fan. I really do mean that. What a fantastic future we're going to see unfold here. Now, what am I most excited for? Because you know seeing this giant list of what is essentially mech candy is enough to give me a mech sugar rush. So I'm sure everyone here wants to know what I'm looking most forward to consuming. We're starting the list from what is most incredible to me, so this one is easy. Yes, it's technically 6 units, but I'm just going to dive right in here and say at the top of the list are the Celestials. Why are these the most exciting? Well, outside of the fact they're from an era few people care for, including even ironically myself, the Celestials are just something so unique, incredible looking, and sinister in what they are. They perfectly fit the extremists that the Word of Blake had become in their presence on the tabletop, and in the lore. Compared to other mechs, they have an almost unnatural appearance, and their loadouts are fantastic. Some are supreme killers, while others are almost impossible to be felled. The Archangel is one of my favorite mechs ever, because it is near impervious, and its zombie-like body cannot be ignored, but it is just so hard to remove from the battle. As everyone knows, one of my favorite factions is Comstar and the Word of Blake too, so seeing them getting their time in the sun, or rather, their time in Blake's glorious light, is definitely a big boon as far as I'm concerned. The Archangel may be my favorite, but this collection of mechs as a whole is absolutely fantastic to see. All 6 Celestials in a single box. One box to overwhelm all others. One box to bring about a new world. There can be no peace without Blake, only through Blake. So, this is the one I am the most excited for. I know, it's shocking. Just to be clear, at KerenskyCon when this box was announced, I may have shouted praise Blake after they pointed out that this was coming out, which I will do once again now. Praise Blake. Making the Jade Phoenix video is definitely one of the highlights of my time making videos in general. Yes, the video is a bit dated now, and I'm likely to replace it before the arrival of its planned box set in 2026. But the Jade Phoenix is honestly one of the most beautiful designs I've ever seen. Yes, there were other evil Jade Falcon bird mechs beforehand, but none of them were as refined, and quite frankly as plainly vicious looking, to me anyway, as the Jade Phoenix. That says nothing of its extremely dangerous loadouts either. It's 85 tons of pure destruction, especially when factoring in its huge jumping abilities for its weight. What a terrifying monstrosity on the field, and I literally cannot wait to get one. The Jade Phoenix itself was a huge inspiration for the channel mascot that you guys see at the end of many of my videos. No joke, it's extremely exciting to see it make its way into plastic. It's currently in metal from Iron Wind Metals, and we'll be using a similar sculpt, but plastic is just my preference, I hate to say. All the same, the Jade Phoenix wings will spread, so I'm really excited for the Alina Mercantile League box set. It also has the Hellcat in it too, and everybody loves the Hellcat. Man, people are going to think that I'm a super clanner at this rate, but another one of my favorite mechs is coming to plastic, and it's another clan mech. Forgive me, Houses of Merrick, Karita, and the Blessed Order of Comstar, but the pull of these desirable clan mechs cannot be understated. So yes, we're going to be getting the Mad Cat Mark II, as a part of the Clan Seafox Force Pack, which has some other fun machines in there too, like the Tiburon, Hammerhead, and a Reposed Regent. Why do I find this one so exciting? Because I think the Mad Cat Mark II is one of the most beautiful mechs to have come out in its era. Visually, and I love Gauss rifles and missiles. It's really simple math actually. Does it have Gauss rifles and missiles? Excellent. Is it visually remarkable? Perfect. We have a winner. So this is on the must-get list as well, just because it's been a favorite of mine since MechWarrior 4, one of the cooler mechs still wandering out there, not yet to be in plastic. But soon, yes, soon it will be precious. Another MechWarrior 4 machine, and this time an Inner Sphere mech. I got to see a prototype of this bad boy at KerenskyCon if I remember correctly, and absolutely loved its style and proportions. In general, I'm a fan of the Thanatos. It's a cool looking battle mech. I loved using it in MechWarrior 4, and I have a lot of fond memories for it. The fact that it's a glorious FedSun mech, in a glorious FedSun pack, is also fantastic. It's surrounded by other solid machines, but in that pack, yes, the thing that calls to me most is the Thanatos, and it's probably the Inner Sphere mech that's not Comstar in nature that has called to me most in terms of what we've seen in the upcoming slate. Maybe I'm a bigger fan of MechWarrior 4 than I remembered, but hell, who cares? I'm excited to see the Uziel coming in plastic. I remember seeing this thing for the first time in, unironically, MechWarrior 4, and once again, it was always fun to use. I don't think I've ever fielded it on tabletop though, but it's got solid stats overall, and I just love the overall look of it. It's definitely going to be a pickup for me, in this case in a Steiner pack no less. It's also coming with another mech I'm extremely hyped for, and that is, of course, the Hollander. I do hope they go with Alan Blackwell's fan redesign from many moons ago, but we'll have to see. Overall, yes, 2 designs I'm extremely excited for, 2 designs I want to see, and both in the same pack. The Steiner Force Pack, the early generation one, is looking to be a big win, in my opinion. I get a little bit Mastadon. Don't want you to get it on with no mechs except for me. Alright, bad jokes and puns aside, I love the Mastadon ever since I laid eyes on it in the recognition guide. It's the big grizzly. It's what if we get a grizzly on steroids and unleashed it upon the world. Well, it's not got Gauss rifles, it does have Clan ER PPCs and LRM streaks. So once again, we're looking at something set up to be pretty strong for me to enjoy, in that it's covered in missiles and guns. It's a cool new Rasalhague mech, and it fits within the family of other machines, which include the Grizzly and the Rim Otter, and I just think that it's really cool. So this is on my radar too, for when it comes out. And hey, the other mechs in the pack are cool too. The Kanito and Bear Cub are awesome. This is one of those instances where I think one mech in the pack is really awesome, and, well, it's a wolf pack, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to be getting. But in all seriousness, I think the Glass Spider is a fantastic looking machine. We've seen prototypes of it in the past, and artwork for it too. Overall, I think it's a great looking mech. And I think its role being a Gauss monster that doesn't weigh 100 tons is awesome. I'd sure love to see this thing on the table, if I were the one fielding it, of course. I'll just have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with the rest of the pack, but oh well. To top the list off, the Coordinator's getting some heavy metal, in plastic, for the end of this list. First things first, I'm extremely amped for a plastic Shiro. The Shiro is one of the icons to come out of the Dark Age, and I think it's a spectacular design, visually. And one of its variants is just a monster. The other variant is well, it's got one good variant. I'm definitely a big fan of it, and I'm ecstatic to see where the new art team takes its design overall. Besides, after this thing comes out, we can recreate Caleb Davion being smushed by one of these anytime you see a tank on the table. Pretty exciting stuff. The Akuma, or Atlas Light, is another great machine to see come out too, in the near future and in plastic. I'm really pumped for it. There are going to be a lot of really cool, Combine-themed units getting painted and put together, including by myself, after these boxes drop. And it's another case where 2 units I'm very much looking forward to are in the same box, and a box with a new dragon model too. What more could I reasonably ever ask for? The answer is nothing. This is awesome. So there you go. There is the full list, and the things I'm most excited for on said list. I'll point out that there are a handful of things I'm not as jazzed or as interested in, like Protomechs, but that's okay, because there's going to be much more for me to sink my teeth into, and I just don't care. Again, for me, this is exciting because we're going to see all of these things, for the most part, coming through traditional retail channels. Your local retail stores, your favorite online stores, or CGL's website directly are going to have most of what's on this list. It's the transition of the game over to the main market in a way it's never had before. I am there for it. This is going to be great for retailers, great for gamers, and great for building and expanding the hobby. The Kickstarters mattered, but this is Battletech really coming into the sun, and hopefully, with time, continuing to expand to reach more people. Why do I care? Well, beyond running a YouTube channel, the real reason I care is because I love Battletech. So seeing it thrive like this is gratifying to me, in ways I don't think everyone truly will understand. Battletech's been a part of my life since I was 7 or 8 years old, and seeing this roadmap of releases lets me think that it's going to be something special to a lot of new people too. So, happy gaming, more videos to come everyone, and apologies for being so quiet for a month. Flights, sickness, and big releases definitely have impacted the release schedule, and I apologize. But, all the same, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new here and having a good time, don't forget to subscribe. We're approaching 30,000 subscribers, which to me is literally shocking. Thank you all for your support from the bottom of my heart. Also, I, as usual, want to give a massive shout out to all of the YouTube channel members who back this channel. This literally wouldn't be possible without all of you, so thank you for your incredible support. So, out of all of these incredible box sets, which are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll catch you all there.